Hello and welcome to Solent Sports News. I'm Ethan Moss-Wills and this is your 1:30 Friday Bulletin. England take on South Africa in their World Cup semi-final tomorrow in a replay of the 2019 final in Japan. Despite the Springboks being heavy favourites, Maro Itoje is confident and believes the best is yet to come. Meanwhile, England coach Steve Borthwick was speaking to the media.
How big is the belief that you can do this, you can pull this off in the camp?
Yeah, I think there is always belief that's strong in this team. And I've sensed that all the way through since I've got involved again with this team. There are players that have performed at the very highest of levels. Players who played knockout rugby, finals rugby before. And I think they can't wait for this occasion, epitomised by the man next to me, who just in the biggest of occasions, in the big atmosphere, the big stadiums, he performs, as so many of our boys do.
In the other semi-final of the Rugby World Cup, Argentina take on New Zealand tonight. Argentina cruised past Wales in their quarter-finals, with New Zealand narrowly winning against Ireland. Argentina managed to beat New Zealand for the first time last year, but the All Blacks will be hoping for revenge to earn their place in the final. Now for women's rugby. England got their WXVI campaign underway this morning in Wellington. The Red Roses defeated Australia 42-7, getting off to a fantastic start in the newest global tournament in women's rugby. Hannah Bottoman, Ella Virus, captain Marley Packer, Jess Breach and Megan Jones all added scores for England in a rampant display of brilliant England rugby. Their next fixture takes place next Friday against Canada. Australia have got off to a flying start in the Cricket World Cup match against Pakistan this morning. Pakistan won the toss and elected to bowl first. Australia's David Warner and Mitch Marsh both returned half centuries and helped their team for 128-0 at drinks. Australia's score now sits at 363 for 7 in their last over of their innings, meaning Pakistan will have an epic run chase on their hands. Now to boxing and Lucas Ballinghall, who is looking to go even further in his sport. There will be more of that story to come at 3:30. The draw from the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage has just taken place. Manchester United and Arsenal were both absent from the draw following their respective losses to Parisian sides earlier this week, leaving Chelsea as the only English side left in the competition. Finding themselves in pot 1, the Blues have been drawn against Real Madrid, Haken of Sweden and Paris FC, who knocked out Arsenal in the qualifiers. A tough group for Emma Hayes' side. Earlier this week, AFC Tottenham crashed out of the FA Cup, but the Stags are looking to bounce back after a great start to the season following their promotion last season.
Come on then, you Stags. One of our recent stories was all about AFC Tottenham's FA Cup triumph against Berkhamsted, putting the Stags in the hat for the next round. However, when Ramsgate came knocking, the Stags let them in. Now knocked out of the FA Cup, join us back at 3:30 as we join AFC Tottenham in moving forwards in the league, onwards and upwards.
I think there's a penalty at the end. Like, the referee's got us think, why would he go down? He's in on goal. Why would he go down and not just take the chance to score a goal? So there's obviously contact. Disappointing.
Eddie Howe has been speaking about Sandro Tonali ahead of Newcastle's home fixture against Crystal Palace this weekend. The Italian was recently withdrawn from his national team due to an investigation into the 23-year-old's alleged illegal betting activity. Howe has said Tonali has had a difficult couple of weeks, but he's handling himself very well and dealing with his emotions incredibly strongly. Wayne Rooney is set to take charge of his first game this weekend against none other than his former teammates Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough side. The former DC United manager has been speaking to the press at his unveiling about matching the ambition of the new club's owner.
But the Premier League is where we want to get to. it's an ambition of mine, it's an ambition of the clubs, and we're putting everything in place to make sure we do that in the near future.
Brighton's Kaoru Mitoma has signed a new deal with the club, making him a Seagull until 2027. The Japanese international has been a key asset to the Premier League side, managing to score 13 goals and make 12 assists from 52 appearances. Roberto De Zerbi said, "It is great news. Kaoru Mitoma is our top player." Sir Jim Ratcliffe is set to take charge of football operations at Manchester United as he prepares to purchase 25% of the English Giants. While the Glazers would maintain control of the commercial side of the club, the Nice owner would aim to make big changes in the sporting side, which has been heavily scrutinised during the Glazers' ownership. Vincent Kompany's struggling Burnley side faces another tough game on the weekend in Brentford away. Although the Clarets have only managed to pick up 4 points from 8 games, the Belgian boss remains confident and isn't feeling the pressure.
Is there a little bit of extra pressure starting to build? Have you got to deal with that?
Look, it's always a difficult question to ask me because I've been pretty, I don't know if that's an English word, but impermeable to pressure throughout my career. So I'm not personally focused on that. It doesn't really concern me.
But for the players?
Maybe, but I look back at even last season, what's pressure, you know, pressure of having to go back up because you've just been relegated, or pressure of staying in the best league in the world, I don't know.
That's all for now. Make sure to join us again at 3:30 where we'll have more sorts, updates and stories for you.